7:03 on Friday, November 14th. We are in the 30s in the area right now. Partly cloudy, less windy today. Highs around 60 later. Good morning, I'm John Aaron.
And I'm Michelle Basch. Our top story, federal employees will likely still be busy tackling a backlog of work today on this second full day back on the job since the shutdown ended. WTOP's Dan Ronan spoke to several at L'Enfant Plaza.
You know how your email inbox is after a one-week vacation? Now one federal employee says multiply 1 week by 7. The man was deemed an essential worker and kept sending emails to colleagues during the shutdown.
I probably sent emails to dozens and dozens of people who I know they were not working, but part of the process is that we're continuing to do what we need to do.
And then there's the mechanics of just doing your job after an extended time off. This woman is an attorney at the Federal Trade Commission.
Just because when you haven't paid attention to it for 5 weeks or so, there's a lot of kind of recalling exactly where you were.
Another housing and urban development employee had just been hired by the federal government within the last 2 years after a successful career in the private sector. She's not sure which she prefers.
I came from the private sector, so I don't really have any experience with this.
They don't shut down the private sector, though, do they?
No, they just lay you off.
Dan Ronan, WTOP News.
Now, our partners at Federal News Network report employees from GSA and OPM are expected to be among the first to get retroactive paychecks, with deposits coming tomorrow. Employees from other departments are being told that back pay will be distributed between Sunday and Wednesday.
An anticipated big cut in federal spending is raising concern with leaders in Montgomery County. Details from WTOP's Kyle Cooper.
More than 500 people could find themselves on the streets if the federal government slashes 70% from the Federal Permanent Supportive Housing Program. The issue discussed this week by members of the County Council. Health and Human Services Director Christine Hong says her department is trying to figure out how to make local dollars stretch if this happens.
As much as the challenges are really formidable and unprecedented, we are up for the task of ensuring that our most vulnerable have the housing and services they need.
Most shelters in Montgomery County are already operating at capacity, and homelessness has risen steadily over the past 5 years. Kyle Cooper, WTOP News.
A special education teacher's aide in our area is charged with a sex offense against a student. William Nelson II, who worked at Guilford Park High School in Jessup, was arrested at the school yesterday. He's charged with a third-degree sex offense. Howard County Police say Nelson met a 15-year-old student on a dating app, and the two had sex off school grounds on Tuesday. The student then reported the encounter to school staff. Police say early indications are the two did not interact inside or outside the school before meeting on the app. Nelson has been placed on administrative leave. Howard County Police want to hear from anyone with more information, including any other children who may have been victimized.
New help is coming for kids who struggle with math in D.C. and their moms and dads. WTOP's Scott Gelman reports.
All right, now let's connect our square. Can you finish the square?
Here at Family Math Night.
Good. 1, 2, 3. Now color all of these in.
Elementary schoolers are going from table to table using playing cards and cups to add or estimate, showing off for their parents.
First part of math is long division and fractions.
But the adults are learning too.
When they come home, I was looking for tips and tools that they're learning at school to help me better understand how to teach their curriculum.
D.C. Public Schools Chancellor Louis Fairby says last year's standardized test scores showed promising gains, and a $20 million anonymous donation will pay for teacher training and cover tutoring for thousands more kids.
We want more of our students prepared for algebra in middle school. This is going to allow us to do that. And more importantly, the tutoring that comes along with these dollars will benefit students who need more time in math.
In Northeast, Scott Gelman, WTOP News.
Coming up.
Why some D.C. area restaurants are upset with a new food delivery platform. I'm Ian Crawford.
Traffic and weather for you in 30 seconds.